When 2/3 of the garments in a shipment were inspected, 18 of the garments passed inspection and the remaining 2 garments failed. How many of the uninspected garments must pass the inspection in order that 90% of the garments in the shipment pass? It's a little bit confusing because if they're uninspected, how can they pass the inspection? But I guess they're saying if they were to be put through the inspection. So let's break down our garments by whether or not they were inspected. So what do we know? So it's 18 of the garments passed inspection, the remaining 2 garments failed. But only 2/3 were inspected. So at the top of our tree here, we got our total garments, which we don't know. And then some of them were inspected and some of them were not inspected. So if 2/3 were inspected, then 1/3 must have not been inspected. And then they say here, 20 of our garments were inspected. So 2/3 of some number, our total garments, is equal to 20. So let's find our total garments. So our total number of garments should be 20 times 3 over 2. 10 times 3, which is 30. Okay, so we got 30 garments, 20 of which were, and I should have labeled these, so this is our inspected, and these are our not inspected. So if 20 were inspected, then 10 must have not been inspected. How many of the uninspected garments must pass inspection in order that 90% of the garments in the shipment pass? So in terms of pass fail, so far only these 20 have been assessed, and we know, so we got 18 passes and we got 2 fails. And we want to get to a 90% pass rate overall. So once we inspect all 30, we want 90% of our garments to pass the inspection. So we can think of that as x over 90, or sorry, x over 30 should be equal to 90% or 9/10. And so x in this case, if we multiply each side by 30, will be 270 over 10, which is 27. So we want to get to 27 garments passing our inspection. We already have 18 that have passed it. So of these 10 that haven't been inspected yet, we need 9 out of those 10 to pass the inspection. So 90% of our uninspected garments need to pass in order to reach 90% total. B.